Hello, friends. This is live designer Vijay Tushar, and a special welcome to all of you to the segment Mystical Abyss, which is a segment of Zindagi Ka Parcha Chai Pe Charcha Vijay ke Saath. Well, today the guest that we have is a special one because we had a chance meeting due to one of my students. A meeting that's a virtual meeting, and she's a wonderful personality. Her name is Banali Ray Shukla, and yes, she is a filmmaker, a writer, and a poet par excellence. So it's indeed a great honor, and Management Meet takes great pride in inviting Banali Ray Shukla to Zindagi Ka Parcha, Chai Pe Charcha, Viji Ke Saath. Let me share with you a little bit about this great personality whom I'm having the great opportunity to have this conversation with. Mystical Abyss is a segment of Zindagi Ka Parcha Chai Pe Charcha Viji Ke Saath. And we have this wonderful personality who turned into a filmmaker, writer, and poet after being a student of biotechnology. Well, she has had the opportunity to work with the likes of great personalities from the film world, that is Ram Gopal Verma, Sudhir Mishra, and Ekta Kapoor. Apart from story and script writing, she is now a published poet who is the India winner of 2016 RL Poetry Award for her first collection of poems, which is titled as Apostrophe. She has one feature film, that is Kuch Love Jaisa, to her credit as a writer and director, two documentaries and two short films, namely Mrs. Shubhra Negi and The Mermaids Are Waiting. Her first documentary, Liquid Borders, has traveled to be filmed in 13 film festivals across North America, Italy, and yes, India. Once Upon a Sky is a documentary film made by her, which has bagged 15 official selections, been finalist in 2 festivals, 5 awards, including the Best Director twice and Best Film, and yes, we are counting. Her writing has been featured in Sunflower Collective, Out of Print, Kitab.org, Quarterly Modern English Poetry by Younger Indians of the Sahitya Academy, The World That Belongs to Us, HarperCollins India, Have a Safe Journey by Amralis India, Side Effects of Living, Speaking Tiger Woman Unlimited, Hibiscus, Hawakai Publishers, Open Your Eyes, again by the same publishers, Borderless by Singapore, Voice and Verse from Hong Kong, U City Review USA, and A Portrait in Blues UK. Her short stories are up and running on Out of Print, Sunflower Collective, Indian Rumination, and Read Fingers. Her scripts were long listed for the Sundance Mahendra Script Lab in 2 consecutive years, 2013 and 2014. So Management Meet takes great pride in inviting the versatile and the very enthusiastic, passionate Banali Ray Shukla to Zindagi Ka Parcha, Chai Pe Charcha, Viji Ke Saath. Chai is definitely going to be a virtual chai, but we are definitely going to meet forward in person and have that pending chai. So, Banali Ray Shukla, once again, welcome to this beautiful conversation that we're going to have. It's indeed a great pleasure to have you with us. Welcome Banali Ray Shukla to Zindagi Ka Parcha Chai Pe Charcha Biji Ke Saath. So management me is really honored and takes pride in welcoming you to this section or segment of Zindagi Ka Parcha Chai Pe Charcha Biji Ke Saath. Chai to hum baad mein piyenge, and we can have it from our side right now. So it's my heart goes out to this cute student of mine, Meera Vasudevan, who let me know about you. She told me about a friend called Banali Ray, and I had no idea, like, who's this person, kya karti hai, kuch pata nahi tha. But later on, after we connected, it was like we know each other since such a long time. So I think these are one of those moments where, God brings people together for some higher reason. He has some purpose in it. And I'm really glad to have you here today. Welcome, Banali, to this show.
Thank you so much. I'm honored. It's really, and thank you, Meera, for this bridge that you built.
Yes. So tell me, Banali, how did you move from, cell culture to filmmaking? As a student of biotechnology, how did you shift to filmmaking and poetry and writing?
A large question.
Yes.
And in fact, Vijay, if I was listening to myself 10 years back, I wouldn't believe it, or 20 years back, जब मैं college में थी. So, like, to answer your question, I would say that, I was always academically inclined, or I kept doing well in my classes, and it built up my self-esteem. It built up my sense of purpose, and with life sciences, it of course made you feel that you can touch the world in a very interesting way. So the project that I was going to do for cell biology would have been a PhD. I happened to top the graduation and the post-graduation. So getting a special paper with a certain professor, let me name him, Professor Bhojwani. मैं काम कर रही थी, I was working on a project which I imagine would answer the world food problem. So from there to shifting to entertainment, my Nanaji said one thing, I remember on the way. He says, "Beta, koi baat nahi, wo nahi hua." There were, I don't want to reveal all the reasons right now. There were some personal reasons, and there were some reasons which was in my head, which I will share right now. But Nanaji की ये बात लोगों तक पहुंचनी ये जरूर चाहिए कि बेटा वो नहीं हो पाया, लेकिन लाइफ में जरूर लोगों को खिलाना जरूर. Feed people, I think that's very important. So I think if we take it symbolic way of feeding people, it's the energy that we emanate.
Yes.
Is what we have around us. The thoughts that we feed.
Correct.
Is also our role. And of course, if we can fill stomachs with it, it takes care of all the three, I think, aspects, which is about our basic living: the stomach, the heart, and the mind.
Okay.
So I think with writing, there was a phase in which I was writing, producing for television, which gave me money, and I could also afford a house, which was, always a high bill in Bombay. I still am able to pay some of my bills thanks to my television, which normally goes neglected in our evolving as a writer.
Correct.
But वो phase में आज मैं television producers को भी thanks जरूर बोलना चाहूँगी. But the switchover which happened was, I think, a lot of questioning which began with biotechnology, really thinking it being God. Science cannot work without acknowledging the fact of art, without music, without a soul. Sure. I mean, soul hai ki nahi is a big question. Scientists have not been able to answer that. And at the same time, if we say ki nahi, wo to, hand of God, or ye to hona hi tha, too much of destiny leaves you feel very powerless. Right. So there is some bit of free will and some bit of destiny, definitely. But science, what it did was it gave me that climate. And it gave me the way of look at life is to question. So what happened was, in that questioning, जब मैं masters कर रही थी, while being in the debating society, I had to debate against biotechnology, और मेरी research शुरू हुई. So I was like telling against the motion. I said, I told my teachers that this is so not happening, ma'am. ये क्या कर रहे हो? You are talking to me who am like all the time studying pro biotechnology. Says कि no, ये तेरे पे challenge है, just fine. And BG, you won't believe what I started unraveling while studying is uske jo, it's not just a boon.
Yes.
You know, when science becomes so immoral, कि आप एक, you realize that if you allow people to call you just a combination of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, it's a problem. Everything finally is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. तो मुझे लगा नहीं, life has to be more than this. You know, a flower is more than sepal, petal, corolla, you know, androecium, gynoecium.
The 4 worlds.
A flower is, yes, a flower is also something else. So I think that was where my breakup with science started, which had already started. And a lot of this work, which is taken too much for granted on third world countries, is by America. And the address that you aim to go to as a student is America. So ये दोनों का match नहीं हो रहा था. So this person, I realized that there will be a time that I will miss India. And I will come back here. So let me see what I can do here. उस उफान में, उस turmoil में ये हुआ कि I found myself completely disillusioned at a point that I said no. And I don't know if I've mentioned earlier, but I don't like taking U-turns. I take a U-turn.
Yeah.
But I don't take U-turn.
Okay.
तो
उस गली में जाना नहीं.
हाँ. तो फिर वहां जो है, क्योंकि मेरा इश्क था अगर बायोलॉजी से, वो इश्क वहां तक ठीक था, वो इंडस्ट्री और प्यार मीट नहीं हो रहा था. You know, so then I said, listen, I still travel by buses. I'm waiting for Mumbai local to start, you know, so that I can travel up to my David Sassoon library where I go and write, where I go and read. वो नहीं हो पा रहा है, you know. I don't want to be serving a system that I earn for my car and my house. I'm very happy with whatever you see around me, and I have 5 good friends, and my ideas have to be free. They will not say कि यही चलता है तो यही करेंगे. So you know, I think that has happened, and I mean my वो मेरा relationship with science तो है, मैं पढ़ती हूँ, my writing, my reading always, and I'm sure there'll be someday a film in which I will work on science fiction, which will be, yes, it will happen.
You just reminded me about one aspect, like, you know, I was an ex-vice principal of a school, had been in the field of education for the past 27 years. And we used to take children to the BNHS, that is the Bombay Natural History Society. So, yeah. So I took these children there, and there was a box in which there were many kinds of moths and butterflies. So they were showing us all these things, and these butterflies were preserved, and there were pins that were put onto them just to hold them in place. So one of the child said, ma'am, we talk about conserving the environment. Is it right to actually, you know, keep them like that? We don't know whether they've been pulled there after they were dead or whether they were alive. So is it ethical? So I just reminded about what you said right now. And yes, these questions do come, even especially when we teach about Dolly, the sheep, for cloning and how ethical it is. Then even about hybridization, in which we, you know, mutate the genes. So how ethical is it? So I am just, you know, I was just taken back to that aspect when I had that discussion with my own self. And I was wondering, as a science teacher, what am I teaching them? And I didn't know what to say at that particular point of time.
Beautiful. Because it was also the time, you know, when sunshine industry were two, entertainment and biotechnology. And we were not like looking at economic times. We were doing our science studies. But the thing is, the word that you used is bioethics, was a new term coined. I hope some of our viewers go back and look at bioethics, in which it's extremely on a borderline of morality and ethics.
Correct.
And we saw that India, Argentina, a lot of South American countries is where the first world countries practice and check out, and we are guinea pigs of it, and it affects the life of the man and his progeny. If you understand what I mean, if it's affecting your system, then it's going to be affecting the whole lot which is coming after you. So and these are banned practices which are still being practiced.
Yes. And even vaccines, if you go to see the way it is being made. Again, let's not debate on science, otherwise this will become a scientific talk. So we'll move forward from. So once you realize that this is not where you want to be, what did you do?
Thanks for viewing, and I'm sure you've had a good time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share as much as possible so that others too can be enlightened. We'll be happy to bring you more and more videos, and if you have any queries with regards to personal development and personal growth, do write to us at seminarbiji@gmail.com or message us on 8355 824 990. I win when you win. God bless.